Hi there, welcome back to another video on my channel. For this week's video, I wanted to do something a little bit fun, a little bit cute. We're gonna be styling outfits inspired by Cicely Mary Barker's flower fairies. Cicely Mary Barker was an illustrator who worked throughout the 20th century, and I believe that she started putting out these flower fairies around like the 1920s. My first exposure to these little flower fairies was through this specific little print, which was hanging in my childhood bathroom my whole life, and so I took it with me. And this one is actually like, it was like a calendar, I believe, that my mom had printed. This one is for my birth month, October, the sloe fairy. The flower fairies for me are really nostalgic and always remind me of like my childhood. But the fairies are just so darn cute, and they wear the cutest little outfits inspired by flowers. So I thought, let's just make some outfits inspired by those fairies. So the first fairy that I wanted to style an outfit inspired by is the privet fairy. So this one is one of the few fairies that is wearing a lot of black, so I'm able to more accurately replicate the outfit. I don't have a ton of like super colorful clothing, so this one's a good place to start. Let's see, I need my little hat. It's got black tights on, so I'm gonna start by putting on my black sheer text tights. I'm like notoriously fussy with my clothing, and I hate tights that are super tight. Or just don't fit. I'm a little tall as well. I'm like 5'8", so usually the crotches like drag on tights for me, but these sheer techs, I actually really like them. So I would definitely recommend for people who are like tall-ish and fussy. These are pretty good tights. So let's see, the fairy has black shorts on. I've got these black pleated shorts by this brand Stradivarius. I thrifted them on Depop though, so they're secondhand. They're nice and flowy, and they're kind of like the only thing that I have that are like bloomer-esque, which is like really what these fairies wear a lot, is like little bloomer looking shorts. It looks like it's got like a long sleeve green shirt with a black vest on top. That I can definitely do as well. All right, so I've got this long sleeve standard green shirt that I thrifted. It's H&M though. And then this black vest on top. The fairy's got a little hat and some shoes. Let's go find some shoes. I think these little clogs that I thrifted last week are actually going to be perfect for this little outfit. So that's all the pieces of this little fairy's outfit. Let's see how I like it. Okay. All right, so I kind of half tucked this green shirt underneath. I feel like it looks a little bit better like that. All right, I have this little leather drawstring pouch bag. I feel like fairies probably don't have a need for little bags, and if they did, they'd probably be like woven out of flower petals or something. But anyway, this is my outfit for the little privet fairy. I really like this one. It's super cute. This I feel like is going to be the most accurate outfit of all the fairies, just because I really did have like all the right pieces and all the right colors. But yeah, that's the fairy. This is like a little Forever 21 skater dress. It just took me forever to find this. It was packed away in my summer things. But yeah, I'm gonna put this on as the base layer for, next is the elderberry fairy. Okay, that's cute. I'm gonna be putting a top over this, so I don't care about my straps or anything hanging out. I'm gonna take these tights off, and let's see, where is that fairy? There it is. Okay, and then I've got this little wine colored H&M t-shirt I'm gonna put on over it. Got little rolled sleeves. The fairy has little rolled sleeves, so I'm gonna roll my little sleeves. And it looks like there's a lot of these fairies have like little like rope belts, and I don't really have rope at all, but you know what I do have? Ooh, Uh-oh. Okay. There goes everything. Let's see if I can't make something interesting happen here. I have no idea what I'm doing right now with this little tie. Oh, okay, that kind of works, right? Maybe if I turn this bow to the back. Let's see, that's kind of cute. All right, I'm just gonna wear the clogs again because I think that they're good little fairy shoes. And I could wear like little sandals, but I'm just gonna wear the clogs because I've already got them out here. And then I pulled this bag from my closet. I thought that this silk patchwork had a lot of fairy energy. So I pulled that to wear with this. And I like the drapey slouchiness that's going on with the little rope belt that I have here. And that is the elderberry fairy. I feel like I need little garland hair pieces with all these little flowers in them. So the next fairy up is the horse chestnut fairy. The little guy has green leggings or tights. I don't have green leggings or tights, so we're gonna go with my green linen Levi wide leg pants to start. So this fairy has a green long sleeve underneath a brown vest, and I already used the green long sleeve that I have on the first fairy outfit that I did, so I'm gonna actually use this green tunic length button up just to switch things up. Okay, got this layer going. Got some fun linen combos going on here. And the vest, where's my brown vest? Okay, I've got this vest, this sweater vest that I thrifted, so I'm gonna throw that on over this. Okay, I think this is just, I don't like where this is hitting. I feel like if I folded it over, I might like it a little bit more. That is a little bit better, I think. A little bit better. Okay. What else? He's got a little green hat, which I do not have. Oh, actually. Okay, I've got this chartreuse colored balaclava that I've had for years. And I honestly don't wear it because it's just like a little bit too tight. I got it off Etsy so long ago. And the wool is a little bit itchy, but like I've got all this hair and the balaclava really just doesn't treat it very nicely. But let's see if I can make this work for the little chestnut boy. Oh God, okay. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can make this work. Like, what do I do with the rest of my hair? What if I did this? It's like little pigtails. Okay, that's kind of cute. I'm gonna put the clogs back on. Okay, and here's my outfit for the horse chestnut fairy. I grabbed this little clutch from my closet just because I thought that the colors went well with what I've got going on here. Let me take this balaclava off. Realistically, the balaclava is cute for the fairy styling. This without the balaclava is way more realistic of an outfit that I would actually wear in real life. That's the horse chestnut fairy. All right, on to the next one. Okay, so I've put on this 1950s little nightgown. I thought that this would be a cute little underlayer for some of the fairies. The next one I want to do is the black bryony fairy. I thought that this top might be a good fit over this dress to kind of create a little bit of that flare with the cap sleeve. Yeah, that is cute. I've just got this black button up from the Gap, and I think that the little peak of the cap sleeve And then the motion from the skirt are really cute, really giving fairy. I'm gonna put the clogs back on for this one. Honestly, I could go either way. I have these saltwater sandals. These are like my go-to summer sandal. They're like the best. They're seriously the best. So those could work. Let me see. Let's try them on quick with this outfit. So that's with those. Nothing wrong with these guys. I just don't think that they're giving fairy as much as the clogs are. And I've got a ton of tiny little like pouches, and I think that they're the perfect little fairy purse, little fairy bag. So I've got this green beaded one for this outfit, and then I've got the clogs on, and that's the look for the black bryony fairy. All right, on to the next fairy. So the next fairy is the pink fairy. And I think that that is pink as in like pinking, like because the fairy has little scissors, so like snipping. But I've got this Free People, really fun lace multi-tiered skirt that I'm gonna throw on over this slip skirt. And I've got this little puff sleeve top from American Eagle on. And then the fairy has a little puff sleeve with a vest over it. So I'm gonna put this vest on. I can't tell if I wanna keep the collar tucked in or not. I feel like without the collar, it's more true to the fairy style. And more fairy bags for my fairy bag collection. I'm thinking maybe that green one again. None of these really go particularly with the outfit, or I could use this little guy again. I love this little bag. I thrifted it. It has been my go-to clutch for all of my weddings and things for the past like 5 years. But that is the look for the pink fairy. So I did save the best for last. I am going to replicate the sloe fairy, the one that's for my birth month of October. But when I was thinking about the outfits that I wanted to style for this video, I thought, I was like, this is like a very particular outfit. I don't know if I can, you know, replicate that at all. And then I remembered this piece that I have. Look at that. Is that not the most perfect? Isn't that this is the exact skirt that she's wearing, except these are plums, I believe. But isn't this perfect? Little plum print for the fairy. This is actually, so this is a Marc Jacobs. I got this at the Marc Jacobs sample sale in New York City a few years ago. It is a dress, but it's got these like crazy tiny little like boob triangles. So I actually want to alter it to make it just solely a skirt. But yeah, let me put this on. So on top of the ties for the neck that is shoved into my waistline right now, it's got these like very long little ties. Where's this one coming from? So the fairy has this like long sleeve purple top on underneath a green vest. I do not have a green vest, but I've got like some white tanks that I might try layered over this first. I might change out the underlayer to like a black long sleeve. I think that would work better, but I just want to try this first. Ugh. Yeah, no, this is not. This piece underneath is just like too boxy, so. All right, I've got this like sheer long sleeve, sheer-ish long sleeve blouse that is like sort of the exact right shape of sleeve and garment that like the little fairy is wearing. So this probably works better, yeah, than that purple. Okay. With the little vest on top, I'm gonna have to try Gonna have to try this little top again. I don't know if that's gonna work though. I may need to put another little tank top on top. No, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of that at all. Let's try this tank. I'm trying to be true to the fairies outfit, just because there is like a little vest, a little tank vest over the blouse. But honestly, I'm not really sure that the outfit needs a vest over the blouse as is, because I do think it's quite cute with just the black on. I'm wondering if this is enough. Does the skirt do enough heavy lifting for the fairy look for this to be a suitable fairy inspired look? I just feel like the color of the tanks that I have to go over this top don't really work. Let me try a black one. Let me try this black tank that I had used in the other outfit. This could work. I mean, is it doing much because it's the same color as the shirt? I guess it is kind of like creates that vest silhouette. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Let me know. Okay, that works. Honestly, for this one, I feel like the skirt print is just so on point that it does the heavy lifting for this outfit. So I did my classic French tuck here in the front so that you could see the straps on the skirt, but I just pulled this out and I think this might be kind of cute too with the little blouse, the bottom of the blouse peeking out. I grabbed this crossbody, black leather crossbody bag for the purse. And actually, let me grab some sunglasses. So these green babies are kind of perfect for little fairies to go with the green in the skirt. And I think that's the look for the sloe fairy. And those are the looks inspired by Cicely Mary Barker's Flower Fairies. I hope you had a little fun here today. I know I did, playing dress up and looking forward to spring. So I'll see you in the next one.